Welcome to Northumberland Zoo on YouTube. My name is Maxine and I work here. And some of you may have noticed if you've been recently that we have a new resident here at the zoo, and this is obviously Sean the Sheep, Mossy Bottom Ski Resort. The artist is me, actually. I was one of the artists for the Sean and the Sheep trail. I didn't really shout about it because I didn't want loads of attention, but we decided that he belonged here at the zoo. So we got him in the St. Oswald's auction, and he moved in a couple of months ago. So we've put him at the entrance for now, but actually I think we might end up moving him somewhere in the future. But if you've seen him, then or if you actually saw him on the trail, let me know, because he was over at behind the Freeman Hospital in a park there next to a lake. It was pretty nice location. Sadly, he did get damaged near the end. Unfortunately, he got ripped off of his plinth, and there's a play park right next to the plinth where he was, and he was found on top of a pirate ship, which was pretty unusual. So unfortunately he had a massive crack down the side of his head and his ear and up his side as well. But there was a lot of sculptures that got damaged on that trail. But anyways, he lives at the zoo now and he's safe. So in today's episode, I want to show you what we've been up to. We've been doing a lot of demolition work, and some of you might know what we've been demolishing. Our beloved hothouse that has been here since 2015. But all is not lost. This area is getting repurposed for good reason. We've been using the materials to heat our bat house, so we're actually been recycling them. And we've also been reusing the wood inside of our Parrot house. So I'll take you inside the Parrot house and show you what we're up to there. The hothouse was built in the winter of 2014-2015, and originally it was called the Play Barn. That was our indoor picnic area, where there was a little seating area, a little mini golf area, and also some pedal tractors were in there too. But with the hothouse starting to look really tired after almost 10 years, we knew that it was coming to the end of its life, and the bottlenecking issues that it was causing with the tight path in front of it and the Tractor Museum were something that we needed to address. So, here's the site of where the hothouse was. Look at that. Oh my goodness me. It looks so weird. But what's really cool is the lovely view you've got down here now. Obviously not at the minute, but once it's actually tidied away and clear, it'll look a lot nicer. Oh, you got coffee?
Yeah.
Coffee time.
Coffee time. Looking better, isn't it?
Yeah. How do you think it's getting on?
Me? I think it's going great. I'm just trying to figure out the levels for the waterfall going down that way, you see. So it's going to have to go from here down there, front of the digger, and head off towards the storm drain. But there's going to have to be a hump from the corner of that concrete across that tree where that water runs this way and the water goes the other way. Not by much, it's only a couple of inches, a few inches.
Yeah.
Not enough to...
What do you think about the view now?
I think it's good. It'd be nice when all the trees are green.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, cool. Right, well, I'll be in a minute to have a coffee.
Yeah, because I need to talk to you about the wind tree guy who called me this morning.
Okay. So, like my dad says, we're considering a lot about drainage because a lot of the site is actually flooded. And we've had unprecedented amounts of rain this year. It has just been obscene, to be quite honest. And what we don't want to do is obviously not consider drainage in this area. You might be wondering why there's a piece of the hothouse left. Well, that is actually staying. Before we took this building down, we had some surveys done, and there's actually some wildlife that has made that corner of the building home. So instead of us applying for licenses and, moving these animals, we didn't want to do that. So these animals have chosen that bit to be their house. So that's going to stay their house, and that's going to stay up. We're going to add a fascia on this side and that side and probably turn it into a bit of a storage shed or try and make a bit of a nice feature out of it. But if wildlife's made it its home, then that's its home. So it does look a bit strange standing out, but we'll make it fit in. The rest of this area here, some of it's quite obvious what we're going to do because you may have seen it already, is we've got some pop holes there and a little bit further along there. So the first lot is for the tortoises to have an outside paddock, and the second one is for the armadillos to have an outside paddock. So all they've got is the indoor area of the curious creatures. So their paddocks are going to come out here and kind of go against the wall of that building there. So the public footpath is kind of going to bend round here and go down the middle. And what's really, really nice is for the first time in years you can see kind of the landscape in the distance, and when the summer is happening in here, all those trees will be green, and this will just be a really, really lovely sight. And then we're currently in the process of still considering the wind tree, because we really want to put the wind tree kind of at the bottom here for more sustainable energy. So you'll be able to walk down here through the middle. Obviously we're going to resurface all of this. There's the old ramp from inside the hothouse. Goodness me, it just looks so weird. So that was originally, years ago, a lovebird enclosure, guinea pigs. Then it was marmosets, then it was armadillos. So we've had all kinds of stuff in that enclosure, but it's going to be a shed soon. The digger is sat where the tortoises were. Obviously the African greys used to be just along this wall here. And then we're standing, this is the outside paddock for the African greys here now, and obviously now we're right next to the meerkats where the outdoor tortoise paddock was. It's a bit of a mess, but look at that view there. Madness. But we're obviously recycling as much as we can, so a lot of the wood is going into the boiler to keep the bats warm, because we have a massive boiler sustainable heating system, so any wood that we can put in there and keep it going obviously helps the bats and helps sustainability. And then a lot of the nicer bits of wood is going into the parrot house. Well, the tropical house now, because there's no parrots that live in there. So I'm going to take you in there and show you what we're doing in there. It's a bit mayhem. But yeah, so this whole area here is staying as it is now, which is cool. I think it's cool that we're looking out for the wildlife, because I know a lot of developers and developments, they're just like, do you know what, we need to build something, so we're going to knock everything down and not take any consideration for wildlife. But actually, why shouldn't we leave it for them? There's too little habitat in this world. Right, so actually, I don't know if you know where we are. This is the off-show area for the back of the old parrot house, so we're going into the off-show bit. I'll just take you in here. Hello. Hi. You alright? Yeah, not too bad. How is it going with you guys?
Yeah, good.
Yeah? What are you working on?
So we're doing the corridor at the top, so that there's like that safety area when they're opening the
Okay.
doors. So we're just trying to reuse up the doors and fit them to...
Yeah, cool. No, that's good. So these are our original holding areas, and these holding areas used to have a 1-inch square mesh on them, and we've taken all the old mesh off that the parrots had and replaced it with this smaller mesh. We've also added more wood and made them, well, they look really, really smart, to be fair. We've still got our classic reusable slides though. Check this one out. So check out this old fire guard as a slide. Oh, it cracks me up. We should have an encyclopedia of slides here at the zoo. So here we go, more mesh. So the only other bits that we need to do down here is we're going to add a secondary porch here, so that there's a double door area, so that when we open these doors the animals won't get out. We're rebuilding all of the tunnels to get onto the main exhibit there, and then we're doing exactly the same upstairs, adding a double door system for all of those holding areas up there as well. So there's mesh going all the way up here now. So we'll go out on the main exhibit. Oh goodness me, this is warm in here, right? It's a good winter job, this one. Right, so here we are in the main exhibit. First of all, we cannot believe how well these plants have done. Check out these banana trees. Insane. So I know you're going to ask me and you're wondering what's going in here. Well, I can't tell you just now because we haven't got confirmation of the species just yet. But we've got a pretty good idea of what we want. So as soon as I know and we know for sure, I'll tell you. But we're completely repurposing this building. So previously it used to be a walk-through Parrot house. And I mean, that was cool when it was open, but realistically it was only ever open for 1 or 2 hours a day when it wasn't bird flu season. So that was probably like for 6 months of the year. And you have these really intelligent birds that are not getting the attention that they so desire. And, you know, and it was just a bit of a shame and a bit of a waste of a massive facility. So a couple of weeks ago, we moved our parrots out to the parrot exhibit. There's a video all about that on our channel. And now we're left with this huge space and what we're going to do with it. So this is no longer going to be a walk-through enclosure. First of all, I can tell you that. So we're currently removing all of these boardwalks and pathways and stuff here. We're going to leave the bridge there. Obviously the waterfall and everything's staying, all the planting staying. But we are going to be making like an internal building that goes along here. And it's going to be like a little contained viewing area. So you're still going to come in through the same entrance and you're still going to come in through that door there, but you're going to be contained in the little kind of forest lookout, and it's going to have loads of windows around it so you can view this entire exhibit. So that's kind of where we're up to. What'll be really nice about it is the fact that this exhibit will be able to be open year round, and you won't have to have a member of staff stood in here, and it'll be warm, and it's just a nice another place to come inside and see animals. So when you're stood here, I think the wall's going to come up to about here, so it's quite a big internal place. So you'll have this view here with some really, really tall windows and looking all the way across there, and then all the way along here. The only thing that's really sad is that we're going to have to take this wall down because we didn't want to build a building and take up more exhibit space around the wall. So sadly, Aiden's beautiful Aztec wall is going to get cut. So you can see where we've cut it already. We're going to try and leave a bit of a remnant of a wall down here, and then again the same here, leave a bit of a remnant there. And we're going to try to take this out in one piece or 2 pieces and move it somewhere else and save it. But I'm going to have my camera on me to film that because I don't know how well that's going to go. But we're going to try our best because obviously it is a really nice wall. But the idea is obviously you're going to have to come in through that door, obviously have a look at the exhibit there, then walk through this bit here and go out the exit door. So still have an in and an out. But yeah, that's it really. It's all happening, and you can see our lovely redwood here. That's all hothouse wood, so it gets a second life, which is nice. That lovely red cedar stained wood is going to get a second life as the framework of this internal building here, and that's what it's all about. So we just do our best to recycle and reuse. So my question to you is, based on what you've seen with the small mesh in those areas and the modifications that we're making to the holding areas, and also the containment area for the people, what do you think is coming into this building? Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to see what you think. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has donated gifts and prezzies to Fudge the horse and our other animals at the zoo as well from our Amazon wish list. For those of you who don't know, Fudge the Clydesdale is currently under medical treatment for quite a severe case of sarcoids, and I put a call out a few weeks ago for any kind of enrichment treats that we could get him to keep him occupied and entertained during his stable rest. And of course, if you want to do anything or get anything for any of the animals or the keepers off our wish list, then I'll put the link in the comments as well. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's so close to Christmas. I hope you guys are ready for Christmas. If you want to get any adoptions or anything like that, I would recommend that you buy them soon, because obviously the postage thing. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. And if you haven't done already, please do remember to subscribe to the Northumberland Zoo channel. We've got over 6,000 subscribers now, which is really cool. And don't forget to like this video. And I'll see you next week. See you later.